back. Obviously, there's a lot of sports going on with the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Final underway. And, there is this, I don't know, this weird narrative about when it comes to the NBA. Oh, Indiana and OKC, about two smaller market teams, Midwest teams going at it. And there's people who I think are kind of right on Twitter, like, oh, I can't watch the NBA Finals because the markets are too small. And nobody cares. It's just basketball. Like, you're watching the two teams who made it to the final. So I don't know why the average person would care if it's Indiana and OKC, just like I don't know if the average person cares if it's Florida out of Sunrise and Edmonton out of Alberta when it comes to the NHL final. Like, you get to the end, you get to the end. But here is Channing Crowder. He is back with us. We missed you. We're glad to have you back. And everybody was thinking about you, and everybody is glad that you are back.
Yes, and I appreciate it. And people just love to complain. That's what I was listening before I came in. People just want to complain about anything that happens. If it was the Celtics and the Lakers, we've seen this before. They're going to complain about whatever goes on. But I did listen a lot when I was off, and I want to thank y'all for the kind words. I saw it on Twitter, and I actually listened to the segment that y'all posted live because I was listening, driving around a lot, doing a lot of stuff. So Hawk, Solana, Jimmy, thank y'all for the kind words about Big Randy. And we're just getting through it now. We have his Memorial Saturday, so we're just hanging out. Casey and Ryan and Funky Buddha, they let us doing the memorial there. I think it's a lot better to do it at a brewery for my dad than a church, because he didn't go to church, but he went to breweries a lot.
It's so appropriate. He loved beer. And like it says on the invite, it's a celebration of life, which is what it really, it
Yes.
needs to be. People sometimes it's hard to remember that when you're in the moment, because it's final. When it you think you're ready, and then all of a sudden the finality hits you. But it is so important to remember to celebrate someone's life. And Big Randy loved a big old beer.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it's wild because I've heard stories over the last 2 weeks that I haven't heard in 40 years about him, where I wish I'd heard those stories when he was still alive, so we could have laughed and messed around about it. But that's that old cliche, celebrate me when I'm alive, because now I'm dead. Now I can't tell him about the story when him and Larry Little were about to get into a fight down on South Beach back in the day, or when him and Nat Moore were doing this. And I'm hearing all these crazy stories, all this fun stuff. And that's what we're trying to do as a family. That's what I'm trying to, I guess, the family. I'm like, yeah, Randy wouldn't want us sitting around here crying. Randy would want us having a good time, messing around, joking, playing like he did everywhere he did. And not to hear his laugh again, the finality of it, like you said, I know you lost your parents too, Hawk. Like the finality of it, even if you know it's coming. Randy had a lot of medical problems, but when I was sitting there next to him, what was that, early Tuesday morning, and they have all those screens up, and they have all the beep, boo, doo, doo, bop, ding, 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 and it's noise everywhere. And then we're sitting there, me, Chenta, Chris, her spouse, like it's like five of us in the room, and then it all went silent. And we kind of looked at him in the bed, and now all the lines went straight. It was like, damn, yeah, that's it. Like it's not mind blowing, but you see all these damn computers and screens that are attached to him. But to be there holding his hand, I actually had a fishing lure that I brought because he loved to fish. He wasn't worth a damn at fishing, but he loved to fish. So he had a fishing lure in his hand. His wife was holding his other hand. I was holding his hand when he finally did go to a better place. But it was I've never lost somebody this close, and this was a new thing for me at 41 years old, and it was different. It really was different. So I appreciate the kind word. Everybody, I got tweets and texts and emails and DMs on everything, and anybody listening that did send me something, I appreciate all the love that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, everybody was thinking of you. Everybody was thinking about Randy. Those of us who knew Chinta, his wife, thinking about her. Yeah. And doesn't make it any easier to know everybody's thinking about you, but everybody was thinking about you, and there's no magic words and whatever. It's just something that everybody's going to have to go through, and it doesn't make it fun and it doesn't make it easy. But, something knowing about, there's a whole bunch of people who are thinking of you and worried about you, because we saw it on the text line every day. I would get texts from people, how's Crowder doing? And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, he's Crowder. I mean, I got he's doing what Crowder does. But your dad was like we said on the air, and again, I was around him several times over the course of the years. Was always friendly, was always upbeat, always enjoyed being out and being around people and drinking a beer and just having a good time. Like never, just one of those guys. You'd see him and you'd smile. And so, he will definitely be missed. There's a lot of you in him.
Yes.
A lot of him in you, I should say.
A lot of him in me, I guess. Yeah. And it's I don't get stymied by questions in my whole life. Like you asked me a question, I got an answer for it. I'm shooting from the hip. When people ask, like even that, hey, how you doing? I'm doing, like, it's a weird, like I can't say, oh, I'm good. I'm not good, but we're making it, we're talking, and then to support other people through it with Chenta, with my sisters, with my, my wife, with my to break it to my kids. And like it was just such a, and I was the one down here in it. So I'm the one that have to make all the calls. And it's like, so it's crying after crying after crying. Then I start crying. Then you hang up that call, got to call somebody else. As soon as you call them, they start crying. So then you start crying. And then, so it was to be the, I guess the point of delivery too. That was something that I didn't, for, like I said, he had a lot of medical problems, but it was like I said, at 41 years old, I didn't think I had too many more experiences. And y'all know I've lived a long, eventful life. This was a new experience for me these last couple of weeks, which was good, which I think I grew, which I think emotionally I had to grow because I had to hold it together for numerous other humans, which that wasn't a thing that I was comfortable with, but I think it made me a better person. And that's what I'm hoping for, Randy. The craziest thing is that now, like, I'll be driving up to a red light and it'll turn green and I'll be like, oh, appreciate it, Randy. Randy's not changing the red light. It's on a timer. But I'm thinking he's watching out for me at different. We went fishing. Every time we go fishing, we catch a fish. I'll be like, oh, appreciate it, Pops. He didn't put that fish on the line. The damn shiner put that fish on the line. But I still it still just pops up in my head, which is cool, and just the appreciation of my dad, which through these last 2 weeks, like I said, it's crazy how many new stories I've heard about him. We lived together for a year. I'm hearing more stories now than I've heard in decades of knowing people, different people, because now they want to just say, damn, yeah, I was about to get locked up one night and Randy told me, man, don't punch that dude in the face. Come on, man, let's go grab a drink. And yeah, he got me out of jail, Crowd. I'm like, damn, you should have told me that story 3 years ago. I love that story.
Yeah, there are a lot of memories about him on social media. Obviously, played for the Dolphins, played for the Buccaneers. People who knew sports down here. I was telling the story about Dave Wanstead up in Pennsylvania. I mean, he was one hell of an athlete. I'm seeing a whole bunch of those pictures too that I hadn't seen in a long time, if ever, of him playing for the Dolphins and the Buccaneers. When he was young and in football shape, and they were jaw dropping to look at.
I saw a video I never saw in my life of him and Don Reese. They were at a golf tournament and they were asking him about the preseason game. And Randy was kind of a butt wipe. He was like, man, they put anybody in front of me. They ain't gonna block me. Like, it is what it is. I'm like, damn, I appreciate that, Pops. Go and talk your crap then.
He will be missed. Rest in peace, Randy Crowder. We're glad to have you back, and we love you. And
appreciate y'all.
We're glad you're here and get to work through it with us. But we missed you while you were gone. Let's start with headlines. We're going to talk plenty of sports today, and we'll certainly give our Randy Crowder memories over the course of time, and keep him certainly when Guacamole Day rears its head and Avocado Day. We will think of him. But rest in peace, Randy Crowder.